the real crash and the economic collapse that I envisioned was going to be how the government was going to respond to the developing crisis. What my fear was is that the bubble would burst, the real estate market would burst, debts would be exposed, banks would fail, lenders would go broke, the economy would go into a severe recession, a lot of Americans would lose their jobs. The fact is, a lot of the jobs were the direct result of the excess spending that went along with the real estate boom. When Americans had home equity, they felt rich, and so they went out and they bought stuff. And when Americans were using their teaser rates, they took the difference between what the rate would normally be and their subsidized rate, and they went out and spent the money. And of course, a lot of Americans were able to extract home equity, and they were able to spend that money. So you had a phony economy based on everybody spending money they really didn't have. And I knew that when the spending stopped, the economy would contract, and all the jobs that were associated with that, all the cars that we bought that we couldn't afford, and the houses that we were modeling, and all the credit cards, all these jobs would have to go away because they really weren't viable to begin with. So I thought this process would begin. Now, what we have to understand is the recession, right? This unwinding of this credit bubble is the cure, right? The disease was the fact that we were borrowing and spending all the money in the first place. That was the problem. This is the solution. It's painful. It's not fun when you have to correct the imbalances. Coming off of a hangover, if you're all drunk and now you're hungover, that process isn't fun. But that's what happens when you're going to get normal. And we were all drugged up on cheap credit. We did a lot of crazy things, right? George Bush pointed out that Wall Street got drunk, and yeah, they were drunk. Main Street was drunk. The whole country was drunk. But they were drunk on the cheap money supplied by the Fed. I mean, the Fed was the bartender. The Fed liquored everybody up.